I'm speaking with Tim Wheeler from Ash, and we're about to have a bit of a chat and find out everything about everything. How are you, Tim?
I'm very well. Yeah, it's what's it, 11 o'clock in the morning here in London.
That's good. It's not bad. What's the weather like?
Oh, a bit crap. So I'm looking forward to coming to Australia. Yeah, it's
Ah,
taking it's taking a turn into like the autumn kind of vibe. Yeah, kind of rainy.
good work, good work. All right, so let's start. How'd the band come together back in '92? Where did
Oh,
it?
we were schoolmates, and myself and Mark, our bass player, we got guitars for Christmas when we were like 12, I think. And yeah, we started a heavy metal band that kind of was a disaster, and yeah, we had like a few years of doing that and playing around school and things like that. And then yeah, we all of a sudden, we kind of discovered more like grunge rock and punk rock, and simplified our writing at the age of 15. We found our drummer Rick, and that's when Ash formed. So
Oh,
yeah,
man,
yeah, high school band, and we're still the same
still
lineup
doing. What's
playing now. Yeah.
what's the journey been like in the last 30 years?
Oh, it's been crazy. Lots of ups and downs, and yeah, like we had really kind of blazing early success. We had like a UK number one album when we were like 19, and yeah, we got signed when we were 17, so things like took off like very young for us. And yeah, we first came to Australia. I think we were 18 years old, and just left school, and that was in 1995.
Bad
So yeah,
contract,
yeah, was it?
bad contract, or
Oh no, that was a good one. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, things were good around this first album, and yeah, our second album didn't do as well, but it was, and we managed to come back on our third album. So things were,
and
yeah,
you've been active all the way?
yeah, yeah. We never split up. We were a very rare beast. Like we never took a hiatus or anything. We've just always been touring,
And COVID?
and
What happened through COVID?
oh yeah, yeah, we were yeah, we didn't get to play for that. I suppose yeah, that was a forced hiatus. But during that time I was like thinking working on new material. But yeah, that shut down one of our European tours. We were going around Europe, and we were playing in Norway. And yeah, I was living in the States at the time, and because I was on tour in Europe, I wasn't able to get back to America for like 4 months. I think it was. I got stuck in. I went to Ireland and had to stay at my mom's house. So yeah, but that was kind of crazy. We're like, there's nothing worse than starting a tour and not finishing it. It's like the turn. Yeah, I was so glad when we got back playing again.
Okay, how would you describe your sound? Punk pop, indie
Um,
pop?
yeah, probably like yeah, probably like indie rock maybe. It's like yeah, sort of or alternative rock maybe. 'Cause, we're from the early '90s when alternative was used a lot to describe anything that was like just a bit like punk influenced. We're very melodic. Quite a, there's a big pop influence as well amongst everything. But
And
yeah, I guess there's bits of rock, bits of punk, bits of pop.
why do you think fans resonated with your music so early?
Uh, I think because we were very young, and our fan base was really young. There was like we had a big sort of legion of teenage fans who like connected with the lyrics. And yeah, I guess the lyrics, a lot of them were kind of coming of age stories, because it was just what we were going through at the time. And yeah, our live shows were always a lot of energy and a lot of fast songs, so people could really throw themselves around a lot to that. Yeah,
So a bit of fun, a lot of fun.
yeah.
Your latest album, your eighth, Race the Night, was released a year ago. What's it all about? How's it been accepted?
Oh, great. Yeah, it's like, especially in the live arena, it's like a lot of it's quite a rock record, and it just really lends itself to playing live. Yeah, and just some songs as well about sort of like facing getting older, like just like how there's a track like called Usual Places about like I was writing it at the end of like living in New York for 15 years, and just I was kind of looking at all the places I used to go to when I first moved to New York, but like a lot, a fair chunk of them had got gone, and along with all the people I used to hang out with. So it's I guess as you the older you get in life, you get those kind of feelings. So there's elements of like nostalgia going on in the records, and I think it's just kind of inevitable with getting a bit older. But there's still like a lot of youthful punk energy in the record as well. So I think it's a good balance.
Yeah, and the signature tracks you spoke about one just there. What are the signature tracks from the album? What should the fans?
Um, there's like Race the Night, which was the first single. Like a God, which is like a really heavy riffing song. Crashed Out Wasted, which is it's I think it's got my best guitar solo in it. It's quite it starts off as being like I don't know, almost like a hip hoppy kind of beat, but then it goes off into this big like rock out at the end. And one of my other favorites to play live is a track called Brain Dead, which is that's got some fun guitar solos in it too.
Is there any new music on the drawing board?
Yeah, we've been recording all this summer. Yeah, a lot the last couple of months, and yeah, I'm in the studio at the minute actually, so I'm yeah working on new tracks. So yeah, it's quite a follow up kind of rock record. Yeah, it's and more
When?
stuff that's going to be good live. I'd
When?
say next spring, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, UK spring that is. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like maybe March or April if everything goes well.
All right. So you got the singles tour coming up next month. What are you
Yeah.
looking forward to? What can the fans expect?
Oh, it's great. It's only like a year and a half since our last Australian tour, so I don't know. I love every chance we get to come to Australia. Like the fans have been with us for such a long time, so it's great to play. And um, it's 30 years since our first single came out, so it's gonna be fun playing a bunch of those early tunes. And we'll probably draw heavily from the first 10 years of the band. We had a lot of big singles from that time, and then yeah, but there's some great singles from the
It's,
last
it's
album that we're
not
going to
it's,
throw into.
it's not a race the night tour. It's an all over tour. Yeah, favorites.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
why they call it the singles tour, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm tempted even to maybe possibly do it chronologically, but we'll see if that idea takes. Well, we'll maybe try it in some of the first shows, see how it goes.
See how they go. See how they go. I tell you, after all this time, your fans are probably baked in, so it probably won't matter which direction you're going.
I hope so. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, and hopefully we get everyone's favorites in because we always like to play them.
If you could perform with any music artist, alive or dead, who would you choose and why?
Like, as in, like, collaborate or just be on the same bill
Perform.
together?
Yeah.
Oh,
Collaborates. You probably do a lot of that, and it mightn't be
yeah,
go on, and you might make big money from no one ever knowing. Whereas when you're
yeah,
performing, you can't hide, and you haven't
yeah,
the adventure. You're enjoying the adventure with another artist. So if you had
okay.
the chance, who would you share the stage with?
Phil Lynott.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm such a big Thin Lizzy fan. My my big brother was a big fan, and he was about 16 years older than me, and he saw them play a lot. But whenever he moved out of our house, he left me his old beat up like tape player, and he gave me Live and Dangerous. So
Were they an
yeah,
inspiration when you were starting?
yeah, massive, yeah. And I'm always stealing guitar bits from them, as well. Yeah, over the years.
Do you still have long-term aspirations as a music artist?
Yeah, I'm always like, career's always up and down, so I'm always like aiming for the next kind of peak. I always want to like lift things up again. So yeah, um, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I always just want the new songs to connect with people. So I always, there's no better feeling than having a hit. It's when you've like made a song and it takes off and does things that you never expected and connects in ways. So I've always, every time I'm working on new material, I'm always hoping that one of these songs is going to fly off and go global, go viral in a way.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah.
With that in mind, what advice would you give to artists starting out? I mean, you would have seen in the 30 years You were selling CDs back then. Now it's all streaming. All the
Yeah,
digital differences to playing music with the pedals, and now having all the effects and
yeah,
recording.
yeah,
Back then, you're probably recording probably a bit later than the old Tascam, but you're recording
yeah,
in the 4 and 8 tracks, and now you've got a computer basically does everything. What advice would
yeah.
you give to someone today?
Well, I think there's kind of two things behind our longevity. Is I think you need good songs, so really work on your songcraft and be good live. If I think those two things are the key to surviving through any kind of industry changes. Yeah.
I think
So
that's
yeah,
good advice.
yeah.
What's the best thing about performing to a live audience?
Uh, I guess seeing the journey that it goes on. Like sometimes at the start of a show, people aren't moving much, and by the end, if you got everyone moving and you kind of transformed the whole mood of the place, then yeah, that's what it's all about.
Well, if
Yeah,
you
I
want to
think we've
get
got.
go on, sorry.
I was just saying, we've got good at that over the years. We kind of know we're gonna get the audience there by the end for sure.
Sid Vicious had a good way of getting them moving. He'd
Yeah, what was that?
throw a bottle at them. That'd get
Yeah.
them moving.
I'll get moving. Yeah. Yeah. I guess they tried to get people on edge.
He did. He got them on many edges. What's the career highlight been so far? Can you pick one out?
Yeah. Well, we headlined Glastonbury one year. We're the youngest artist to ever headline Glastonbury.
Really?
Yeah, and it kind of came by accident. It was in 1997. We headlined the second stage on a Friday night, and then the weather was so terrible that on the second day they had to shut the second stage because it was sinking. And I think the headliners weren't able to get on site on the Sunday for the main stage, and we were still there hanging out, like partying on our tour bus, and they asked us to headline, and so so yeah, we did that and became the youngest people to ever to headline. And like a couple of years ago, Billie Eilish played, and they were really keen to talk about how young she was. Um, and so they had to say the youngest female to ever headline because because
You guys
because there was a couple of guys younger than her who had headlined before. Yeah.
All right, let's. We've probably got about 5 minutes left, so let's do some of those stupid questions that are always in interviews.
Oh,
What
okay, great.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Oh man.
The police are listening.
Yeah, I don't know. There have been twice I have woken up in my own vomit, like from just drinking too much, and that could have gone very wrong both times. So that's probably the
Sounds
dumbest
like
thing.
it
Yeah, like
did. Sounds like it
yeah,
did.
yeah, and especially one of them was right before like a really important MTV interview, like that could have probably broken us in the States, and I was like vomiting in the green room before,
From,
and showed up
from
late.
nerves or from drugs
We
or
played
grog or
drinking. It was drinking like we played New York. Um, we played a big New York show the night before, and I just got like, I guess I wasn't used to the measures that you have in New York in those days, and also just the yeah shots, unnecessary shots, and all that. Yeah, just like bad ideas.
like
Yeah,
you came through all right. You're still here.
yeah, still here, thankfully.
What's the one topic you can talk about for hours?
For guitar pedals, probably.
Pedals.
Yeah, yeah, hours and
Really?
hours.
I,
Yeah, I've
I
got
remember
pretty.
I used to run a second-hand business, and we used to sell music and guitar pedals and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We'd have guitar. These going back in the '90s and noughts, and we'd have guitar aficionados always coming in and saying, if you get one of these in, tell me, call me, and all this sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I remember them myself.
I love those good old days. Yeah, because
Tube
yeah,
Screamer or all those.
yeah, I've been yeah,
So
yeah. I used to love turn estates because there was so many good like pawn shops and all the vintage guitar shops in the '90s. Yeah, it was before kind of before prices went too crazy. You could get some amazing stuff.
you could. What's the thing you like most about yourself?
I guess I'm pretty easygoing. So even when the pressure is high and people are freaking out, I can stay quite chill.
Oh, that's good, man. That's a good. That's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay. Now let's finish off with a few favorites. Favorite album?
Uh, I'll go Live and Dangerous than Lizzie.
Well, there you go. You're still within.
Yeah.
Favorite artist?
Um. Oh, damn. Ah, that's a.
They're not
Give me a
supposed to be.
second.
They're not supposed to be easy.
Yeah, yeah. So many. I'll just go Phil Lynott as well.
There you go. Favorite movie?
Casablanca. Okay.
Really? What you like
Yeah,
old stuff?
yeah. I love old stuff. And my dad would always like play when times goes by on the piano as well. You know, it's a big
Actually,
sentimental movie.
it's a great movie. The old
Yeah,
TV.
yeah, yeah,
And the black and white too.
yeah.
They probably colorized it.
It looks gorgeous. It's a film you can just watch over and over again, and you'll never
Yeah,
get tired of that one.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Favorite place to visit?
I've gone to Japan.
There you go. It's a good place.
Yeah,
Favorite
yeah.
venue to play?
Oh, it's gone, but the Astoria in London, it was like
Yeah,
right in
no,
the
no.
center of town.
A
Yeah,
few people have said that.
yeah,
The second stage at Glastonbury wouldn't be too bad. Glastonbury
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
be too bad
Oh
either.
yeah, I'd love to go back there again many times. Yeah, yeah. I think we played the Astoria like 22 times, and I saw
So,
some great shows there. I saw the Cure and Rolling Stones play there, and all sorts of amazing shows.
uh, favorite, the Cure would have been great.
Yeah.
Favorite food. That's the good thing about England. If you're over there, you know they have real bands. You know they don't just have Mickey Mouse bands. You know, like
Yeah,
popular bands or popular music. They've got real bands. You know,
yeah,
over there. It's a bit like
I know what
it's a
you
bit
mean.
like the soccer. You know, when you go to the soccer and you're a
Yeah,
supporter, you're not just a
yeah.
supporter who goes rah 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 like in the States. You've got to,
No.
you got to go there with armor on and the sword and the helmet and all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
Battle.
it gets really tribal. Yeah, I live
Yeah.
right by the
Now,
Arsenal Stadium.
you're
Yeah,
from Northern Ireland, yeah?
yeah,
In the bad days, or had that passed by then?
yeah. No, I grew up right through the bad days. Yeah, like yeah, I was born in '77, and all the troubles ran right. You know, they were really rough right through the '80s, and yeah, luckily, I guess just when I was 18, 19, that's when the ceasefires were happening, like '95, and yeah, and I guess I was kind of lucky. Like those early '90s years, it was you could go to Belfast a bit more, being without being so scared. But it would have going to Belfast was quite scary when I was like
I better race through.
a kid. Yeah.
Johnny said I had 20, so just a couple more.
Okay. Yeah.
Favorite food?
Italian food.
Favorite drink?
Oh, margarita.
Favorite
Margaritas to
person
be
in
precise.
favorite
Yeah.
person
Favorite.
in history?
Oh, damn it. Maybe like John Lennon.
He's a great man. And favorite tattoo? Do you have a favorite tattoo? Or you'd have a tattoo?
I do, yeah. I've got a phoenix on my arm, which is
Oh,
it was a cover of our album Meltdown, and Dave Grohl. It's got the same tattooist as Dave Grohl. He was the one who told me to go to this guy. So
Davey's a good man.
yeah,
All right, got to go. Thanks, Tim.
yeah.
I know you're on
Nice, good
schedule.
chatting.
You go straight to the next one.
Oh yeah, I'll be chatting away. Yeah. So well, thank you very much. Great,
All the
great
best, man.
questions.
Have a good tour.
Oh, thank you. Catch you soon.
See you later, bud. Bye bye.